Hi, everybody. My name is Mike Thom, and I'm from CHVN 95.1 FM. See the sign above me? It's proof. And welcome to my radio studio. I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there with you again this year to read in person. Let's say next year for sure. I'm coming back to Calvin Christian Schools to read in person. But until then, you get to hang out with me in my radio studio. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Actually, do you guys want to know a secret? Do you? I can't hear. Wait, let me take off my head. Oh, you do? You want to know a secret? I'll show you something really quick here. Okay. Watch this. What the? I'm not at a radio studio at all. I'm in my spare bedroom in my basement in my home. And well, it actually is a radio studio now. I work from home still. So if you happen to listen to CHVN on the mornings while you're driving to school with mom and dad or your grandparents or whoever takes you to school and you hear me talking, I'm in my home with my own radio studio. It's kind of cool. Hey, so see behind me, I've got some books there. Those are called commentaries. They're on different books of the Bible. Help me study the Bible. Maybe you can see behind me there. That's an old radio. That radio was built in 1940 something. And this is another old radio right there. It was built in 1926, I think. That radio is almost 100 years old. It still works too. But it doesn't play CHVN because it's only AM and not FM. So I don't really use it because who wants to listen to anything but CHVN, right? So there you go. This is my home radio studio. I have an entire radio station set up in my home. It's really cool. And thought you maybe you'd like to see that. Thanks for inviting me to read this year. I love coming to read to you. Like I said, I really hope to be back next year. I was told that there's a theme this year of cats, and I searched all throughout our house. We don't have any books in my house on cats, so I can't do cats, but I got something pretty close. Dragons are they're like cats, right? Dragons and cats, kind of the same thing. This is the the Paper Bag Princess, and this is written by a really well-known Canadian author. His name is Robert Munsch, and it was illustrated by somebody named Michael Marchenko. That name sounds kind of familiar, but I don't think I know who they are. This is one of my daughter's favorite books, and so we hope that you enjoy it too. Got to get the microphone in the right place here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And how do I get to... It's really confusing. Everything that I do is opposite. So there's the picture. How am I going to read to you? Let me figure this out. Sorry, I should have figured this out beforehand. Hey, always be prepared, Mike. There, you can kind of see the pictures okay. Hey, if I do it like this, that's what we'll do. There you see these two lovely people right here, right? Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Get married. Ooh. Yeah, if you want to be married, not yet. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Could you imagine that? Look at that. Flying away with the prince in his mouth. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing that she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. Those poor horses. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. You know what a knocker is on the doors? You bang it against the door. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck out his nose and said, "Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. You ever get your nose caught in a door? That would hurt. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest dragon and fiercest dragon in the whole world?" "Yes," said the dragon. See, you can just tell he's smart and fierce. Oh, look, there's the knocker too. It's weird that such a big knocker would make just such a little noise. "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon. And he took a huge deep breath and he breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. "What?" "Fantastic," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath. And he breathed out so much fire that he burned up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth. Then the dragon took another huge breath. But this time, nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. What? Who likes meatballs? Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds?" "Why, yes," said the dragon. And he jumped up and he flew all the way around the world in 10 seconds. He was very tired, and when he got back, Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again!" See the smoke clouds? Like a jet. Bang! That dragon is gone, baby. So the dragon jumped up and he flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. Oh, it took him a little longer. When he got back, he was too tired to talk and he lay down and he went straight to sleep. Wouldn't want to be around a dragon when they snore, hey? All that fire coming out. Oh, except he burnt up all his fire. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and he put her head right inside and she shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" The dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, "Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes and your hair is all tangled and you're wearing a dirty old paper bag. Oh, come back when you're dressed like a real princess." "Ronald," said Elizabeth, "your clothes are really pretty and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a toad." They didn't get married after all. And she hopped away. I don't know what the moral of the story is. Maybe always stick up for yourself. Always be kind to people. If you're a dragon, don't burn forests down, right? If you're a dragon, save your fire and use it only for good, and don't eat castles and princesses. That's all. I need more books. This is the only books I have, but tell you what, if you get me more books and you'd like me to read again, I will read again. And like I said, I really hope I get to come there and see you all in person very soon. Make sure you listen to CHVN 95.1 FM every morning on your way home from school, every afternoon on your way back home. And we'll talk to you all again soon.